is the segment addition postulate, which says if I have segment AB, represented here in this picture, plus segment BC, represented here in this picture, if I add these two segments together, I get the length of AC, segment addition postulate. B is between A and C. Okay, angle addition postulate. If I take the upper angle, BAC, said here, add the lower angle, CAD, said here, I get angle BAD, said here. I want you to rewrite it so it looks like this. Measure of angle BAD. Okay, the next one, definition of something that's complementary. This means angle 1. If angle 1 and angle 2 are complementary, then the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 equals 90. So if I tell you two angles are complementary, then that means they add up to 90. Definition of supplementary. If I tell you angle 3 and angle 4 are supplementary, then what do they add up to?
180.
180. Measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 4 equals 180. Okay, midpoint. If I give you the segment AB, and I say that M is the middle of it, M is the midpoint, that means that the segment AM is the same length as
AB or MB.
MB. So the idea, if you cut a ruler in half, you make two pieces that are 6 inches long. Okay, so now we're going to get into a two-column proof. This is the only one we're doing. I have this given. Star noted, what did we do earlier when we had a given?
Given first.
We wrote down the given first. These are two givens given to you. The first one is M is the midpoint of the segment AB. So write that down. M is the midpoint of segment AB. How do I know this? It's given. Okay, the next part of my given, AM equals 3x plus 20. Also, BM equals 7x minus 4. I just put a semicolon there, just so you know that these are separate. They are both given. Okay, 95% of the time, when you are given something about a midpoint or an angle or anything like that, the next thing you're going to talk about is, what does that mean? What does it mean if M is the midpoint of AB? It's the middle. What did I make? Two parts of a segment that are equal. So you mean AM is congruent to what? MB. AM is congruent to MB because M is in the middle. I know that these are congruent by the definition of, correct, midpoint. So I know proofs can be a little overbearing because there's a lot going on. 95% of the time, definition of follows whatever you wrote down first. Midpoint. So if this was angle addition postulate, what would I write here? Definition of angle addition postulate. But we're not talking about angle addition, we're talking about a midpoint. I know this is true because of that definition. What can I replace AM with?
MB.
3x plus 20 is equal to,
7x minus 1.
correct. What did I use to do that? Substitution. That was substitution. The hard part's done. Now it's just basic algebra.
Subtraction.
Subtraction. Which would be 4x minus 4 equals 20.
4x, 3x?
I subtracted 3x.
Oh, now you add 4.
Okay, so add 4, so this is
4x.
addition.
4x equals
Now you divide. Divide 4.
Okay, so division. X equals,
6.
okay. I'm not done. I have to prove the length of AM. So what do I do with 6?
You plug it in.
Plug it into what?
The formula.
AM.
AM equals 3 times 6 plus 20. Does everybody see where I came up with that?
Yeah.
AM equals this. X equals 6. So I did what with this? How did I get from here to here?
You plugged it in.
There's a math word for it.
Substitution. Substitution.
I know. That's why I said there's a math word. Okay, how do I get from here down?
You multiply. You add. No.
Multiply.
Take 18 plus 9.
You guys use such hard words.
Simplify.
There.
Simplify it.